Never
All
mind.
right, we'll call the meeting to order. We'll start with funding applications. We'll start with Scott Mullenmeister.
Good afternoon. Thanks for allowing me to present today. So my name is Scott Mullenmeister. I'm representing the Mitchell Soccer Association, and we are applying for a $5,000 grant for our fall tournament, Cornucopia 2025. It's going to be this weekend. Just to give you a little background on it, this is our second annual. We ran a successful tournament last year in September. We had 41 teams that attended. We did apply for a grant application, $5,000 last year. We were granted that. And it just really helps us offset some of the costs. Like just for example, referees, that's really the biggest cost that we come across. That was about $5,000 last year. So in addition to other costs and things that we have. So it's looking really good. It's this weekend. We have teams going all the way from U8 to U14. The older age divisions in the fall, of course, they're playing high school soccer, so that's why we have a cutoff of U14. So we are up. So last year we had 41 teams. This year we have 52 teams attending. So we're excited that we're seeing some growth there. We have enough fields out there to host a soccer tournament that's much, much larger than that. So that's my hope for the future. I think we can continue to have people come. We have a beautiful complex, and so yeah, we're just looking for another $5,000 grant to kind of help offset some of those specific costs that we have, mainly the referee costs, but there's other things involved that we have as well. I think so. Do you guys have any specific questions? I think that
It
covers
is
most of
2 day.
it.
Are they staying overnight or games like Friday?
Yeah, good question. So yes, the tournaments are always Saturday, Sunday. So yes, it's always a 2-day tournament. Teams are guaranteed 3 games, so they usually play 2 games on Saturday, 1 game on Sunday, typically. That's how we try to set up and run it. Some teams do get 4 games, just depending on how the brackets shake out and stuff like that. So yeah, occasionally, like if we do grow and we become much larger, tournaments will sometimes have to do Friday night games. So sometimes we end up doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We haven't had to do that yet. We just haven't gotten big enough yet, but that's a possibility in the future. So we could need to do Friday night games.
Scott, you did make a profit last year. Does that go right back into the association?
Yeah, great question. Yes, it does. So it goes right back in. We used a lot of that money to kind of bolster our YSL, our youth soccer program. So we bought a bunch of new equipment for that specific program. We're kind of changing the curriculum of that program. And so we got some things, some really good things going as far as that's concerned. So yes, that, and then it offsets some of the costs or helps with some of the other costs that we have throughout the year, paying coaches. We have some indoor facility rental fees when we go through our indoor season. So those can get kind of costly for the association. So that's where a lot of those funds are going to support our programs. Yes.
Who refs for you? Do you get local kids or do they come from?
Yeah, great question. So Tim Baltzer is our referee assigner, and we actually just ran a referee course like 3-4 weeks ago. We ran it at DW, and we had I was hoping for more kids. We had 5 or 6, but still we get 5 or 6 more kids in the refereeing pool here locally. So we're trying to build our local ref pool because, as you guys know, there's shortages in every sport. Soccer's not any different. So yeah, I plan on doing another one maybe in the winter, maybe even the spring, because we want to try to get as many local refs as we can. But yeah, we've got Tim will get the local ones that he can that are available, and then we have guys coming from Watertown and Yankton and different areas of the state, so they come into town for it. So, and I should mention, so we've got Sioux Falls, Brandon Valley, we've got Yankton, we've got Watertown, Brookings. There's an Ignite club out of Rapid City that loves to come to Mitchell. They bring a bunch of teams. Aberdeen. I think that's pretty much. There's another Sioux Falls team out of Atlas. There's Dakota Lions. So Dakota Lions and Brookings are our biggest supporters. So I think Dakota Alliance has 10 teams coming, and I think Brookings has like 12. So that's a big bulk of our teams that are coming, which is awesome. So, okay. Any other questions?
Any other questions for Scott?
Thanks for putting it on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
Next, we'll go to American Outlaw Wrestling second annual with JD Heinrichs.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having us back. And first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for the support that we had this spring with our event with Dan Gable. It meant a lot to the club, and it helped us out a bunch. This year for our second annual Monster Brawl, this year we're kind of incorporating a fundraiser with it as well. Chamberlain head wrestling coach John Donovan got recently diagnosed with a stage 4 brain tumor. So a portion of every entry fee is going to go back to help the Donovan family with Modern Woodman matching funds, and Thrivent Financial is going to jump in there and help us. So it's we're kind of wrestling for the John Donovan family this year, and kind of going to help them out with the tournament as well. This year we changed things up with the dual tournament. Last year we did an 8-man team, and we did a round robin. We're opening it up to where we're going to try to entice more people that don't wrestle all year long. So we got 3 divisions for the dual tournament this year. We're going to have the girls, the all-star, and the hometown league, basically for the Monster Brawl. So far we have the girls. We got 3 teams committed. We're taking 5 teams in each division. There's a team of girls coming out of North Dakota. Each team is going to bring 15 kids. That's what a team is consisted of. So 15 people, 2 coaches, and they're allowed to have up to 2 alternates. So each team is probably going to be bringing 19 kids. We got a team on the boys on the All-Star League that's committed coming out of Wisconsin. So we will have 20 families coming out of Wisconsin for the teams. Saturday is our individual tournament. Weigh-ins will be Friday night, so people will already be coming to the Mitchell area Friday night and staying all weekend, taking in the individual tournament and in the dual tournament on Sunday. This year we do have Randy Lewis, 1984 Olympic gold medalist, coming back. Last year, Randy presented our Outstanding Wrestler Awards to the kids. This year, Randy's coming back. He's going to have a book signing. He's going to have a book booth, signing autographs, interacting with the kids. So it's great to have one of South Dakota's own coming back and Olympic gold medalist there to help support the event. Any amount is appreciated. This year for the champions, we are giving singlets to the kids along with the 7-inch custom-made medal that we present, the Frank medal we call it. We're doing anything to try to get people to come to the area. And last year we had 204 kids wrestling the individual tournament. This year we're hoping for 500. As of now, we just opened the entries up about 2 weeks ago. We're sitting just shy of 50 entries. So, we're pretty much at a quarter of what we had last year. So things are looking really good. And with John Steele, John's a very known coach in the state of South Dakota. So that's we're anticipating that's going to draw quite a few people from all over the state to come support the Donovan family as well. Any questions you guys might have for me?
So
You've got estimated 51 to 100 hotel nights.
Correct. Yeah.
Is that kind of off the last year's number?
It's probably I'm probably guessing the 51 to 100 was last year's. I'm kind of hoping to have more like 100 151 plus this year with the people coming, especially the team out of Wisconsin. I mean, they're going to be bringing a lot of people over with that club. Right now we've got hotel agreements with American Inn, Comfort Inn, My Place, and Days Inn. So we've got blocks of rooms set aside at those 4 hotels. Some hotels wanted to keep the rooms for the hunters. Obviously, it's during hunting season and stuff. Another thing I forgot to mention, on Friday night means it's Halloween. We're trying to get businesses and other local wrestling clubs involved to do like booths for for like trick or treating and stuff. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in coming over and having a booth for the kids to trick or treat at. It'd be great to have you guys there. So just another thing we're doing to try to get the public involved as well.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Next ones, I think, were phone calls, are they?
Hi, Dylan, are you there? That's like, I don't know. Good connection.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Did the rest of them get it?
Does he know that expected?
They asked for
phone
their,
number?
they asked, he
This is on. Leave a message.
That's a lot of kids.
Leave your name, number.
it was Zoo.
Should I try him again or somebody else?
That's Dylan.
I can try him on my
I had
phone
a
here. And
grandson that was in there. I heard that.
see if
He
it
didn't
makes sense.
answer, it went to his voicemail.
Yeah, I don't, if he just maybe sees my number, I don't know. Or we can go to, or we can go to Silas.
Let's try Silas.
Hello.
Silas, hey, it's Aaron Heeb with the Mitchell Sports and Events Authority.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for taking our call here. We
You
have the
betcha.
committee here. Why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about the second annual Dakota Awati Challenge Volleyball? Got the floor for right around 3 minutes, and then if the committee has questions regarding the event, they'll go ahead and ask them.
Sounds good. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Silas Boyd. I'm the superintendent at Wakbala School, and I was one of the original founders of the Dakota Yate Challenge basketball tournament. We began the basketball tournament 36 years ago. There was interest to start a volleyball tournament. So last year, our coordinator, Trevon Buffalo, got a hold of schools, and we found there were 16 schools that wanted to participate last year. So we organized and we had our first DOC volleyball tournament. And the week before we were supposed to start, we had 2 schools drop out, so we had 14 schools participate. It went well. We went 2 days, and it takes about 12 hours to play all your games. Last year, our posted mission for 2 days, October 11th and October 12th, our gross ticket sales was $1,339. Our expenses back to the Corn Palace was $2,934. So after the term was over, we owed the Corn Palace $1,595. Last year, Mitchell awarded us for the SEA grant an amount of $4,200. With that amount and what our entry fee was, I think we just barely broke even. We had to pay our coordinators, one who watches the hospitality room, and our volleyball coordinator, all our officials. And last year we had to pick up some of the hotel rooms. So this year, I had our volleyball coordinator propose the budget. So you can see the budget. We're asking for a grant amount of $11,780. That's a big increase from last year, but that would cover all the costs for volleyball. That includes, again, 2 coordinators, one for the hospitality room and one for the volleyball coordinator. That is 8 volleyball officials. We're just paying them, we're not paying them mileage, but that comes up to $5,600. And we're paying an announcer, and we're asking for $4,180 for, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11 motel rooms. We reserve rooms at my place in Mitchell. So that total budget is $11,780 just for our expenses to cover that. We want DOC volleyball to to be self-sufficient. We don't want to always have to pay when they go in the red out of our DOC basketball. So this will be our second annual DOC volleyball tournament. We have 15 teams that are guaranteed that they would, assured us that they'd be there. That is all I have. Questions?
Silas, you charge the team $750 registration fee?
Yes, 750.
Is that one school or is that per team?
That's per team. That's their entry fee.
Okay. Is there a P&L? Is there a P&L?
Just here on the screen here, yeah, there's one in there, on the backside.
This one.
That's what he's.
Any other questions for Silas?
Pardon me?
Just see if there's any other questions for you. Doesn't appear to be. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Everybody have a great afternoon. Bye.
Thanks, Silas.
Dylan's available, he said he didn't hear the phone ring.
That was his,
Oh, I forgot.
that's what he showed. 1,400.
It's a big ass. Next week, yeah. It's like.
Hello.
Dylan, hey, it's Aaron Heap with the Mitchell Sports and Events Authority.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I missed your prior phone call.
Yep, nope, no problem. Thanks for taking the time here. We have the committee here. If you want to take, right around about 3 minutes or so, just give a rundown about what you have going on this year for the Raise 'em Rank Bull Riding Series Finals here in Mitchell.
Yeah, so this is moving into, where we're at, year 3, year 4 for our Raise 'em Rank Series Finals. We've added about 5 or 6 different tour stops this year, so the caliber of contestants we've got, the number of contestants we've got has grown. In fact, I think all but one venue this year, which was a busy rodeo weekend, we've had a waiting list for guys to get in. So we're expecting great list of bull riders. Got some new things planned that people haven't seen yet since we've been to Mitchell, and yeah, it just continues to be one of our favorite stops. So we're looking forward to it. There's a little bit of an echo here on my end, so I apologize if you guys aren't able to hear me clearly. We got a little bit tied up in Spencer. We had to do a setup, production, and tear down all in one day yesterday here for Clay County Fair, so still kind of tied up over here. But
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think a lot of the people have kind of seen what it is that we produce. We're trying to add more on the production level of things with the smoke and sparks and the video board. We'll have a new deal there this year. Ability to play some commercials for some sponsors and some things like that too. So
Okay, so you're asking grant request of $5,000. You just want to share a little bit about kind of what that would go towards for the event?
Yeah, so my budget for this event is, I believe last I looked at it, around $80,000. So between the payout that we've got, the facility rental, iron, we've got a whole list of things that allows us to come to town and continue to produce it. Yeah, they're not cheap to produce, but we don't want to produce a lower quality event. And I think we've got some momentum. After a couple of years, people kind of know what to expect, and it's grown a little bit every year. So we're hoping we can keep that trajectory going and keep supporting the youth and getting them kids in there, giving them a chance to showcase their skills as well. So.
Dylan, it's Dave Helloyd. Is this still the final for the summer season, basically?
Yes, so this will be our last regular season event. As far as the finals, we are our own association, so we don't co-sanction. Like, we have some events throughout the series that we do co-sanction, so we will continue to title Mitchell as the home of the Raise and Rank Series finals. As far as the points and things go for the Open, those guys will be competing for year-end championship buckles. The youth, we've struggled a little bit with some of our other venues. Not that people don't want to do the youth bull riding part of it. We've really struggled to find the right caliber of stock and consistently. So we've had some scheduling issues this year. So we had a few fewer events for the youth. So I know a lot of these kids are really looking forward to coming back to the Corn Palace and kind of getting a feel for that one. So for them, they've only had a couple other prior events. So it's just going to be a standalone event with buckles like we've always done for them. But it's not like we had 5 or 6, 7 events leading up to this one for the youth. So hopefully that actually increases entries, because in the past we always had to limit it to the top, so many kids in each age group. So by opening it up, we're hoping to see more contestants entered that way. The performances won't change much. We might end up needing to do a slack for some of the youth if we've got to, buck some of them earlier in the day. But the goal with that is to bring more people to town and just make sure everybody that wants to compete is able to.
Second question, throughout the year, do you still hold about the same amount of events, or did you add any new ones this year?
Yeah, we've doubled the amount of events this year that we produced last year. So part of that's the reason why I'm not there today in person and able to answer your guys' questions face to face, which I'd much rather do. But yeah, we typically produce in past years 7 to 10 events. This year, I think by the time we get to the Corn Palace, we'll have almost hit 30 performances. Some of those were 2-3 day deals, so count each of those performances. But yeah, it's continued to grow. We've grown. We've started to drag a lot of contestants out of Nebraska and Iowa, as people have kind of discovered our series and what Raise and Rank is. And so along with that, we're getting families from further away that are traveling into town. When we first started, it was we had a lot of good bull riders, and we still put on a great performance production, but the majority of the people that were there were from, a lot of kids were from Rapid City that they'd come over and whatnot, but we also had, Mitchell's got a Hot Pocket and Sisseton, and a lot of those families would, just drive home the same night. Well, now we're drawing guys from halfway into Iowa and halfway into Nebraska, and especially them youth kids, they're bringing their families with them too. So we're hoping that really increases the amount of out-of-town attendees.
Question for Dave Seatsman. Dave, is that good? I mean, it's a good item for the Corn Palace.
Oh, it's fantastic.
$6,500 rental. And you get concessions then too? Okay.
Well, this is a great partnership for us.
Yeah.
I know that Dylan and I have spent some time. We don't have anything here yet. Oops.
I know that Dylan and I have spent some time talking about expanding it already. So they put a lot of work into this arena and getting it ready at the Corn Palace. One of the things that we've talked about and why I'm so in favor of this is that we are also trying to find a way to use the effort for getting the dirt in the arena and what other events could we tag right with it and right behind it, so it helps them and it helps us. But it's I think it's well worth it.
We've had some conversations on potentially bringing in a cowboy church on Sunday morning, doing some stuff with some open class shows, potentially a catalog horse sale, some stuff, kind of like a whole week of stuff to try to justify the amount of effort and money going into the dirt and the iron.
Yeah, and I think the other is I know Dylan's got some ideas for future, probably next season, even using the armory to expand the event for longer and more time. So I think it's definitely headed the right direction.
Good.
Any other questions for Dylan? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks.
We appreciate you guys. Sorry I couldn't be there in person.
No problem. All right. We'll go to the approval of the minutes from the last meeting on August 12th.
I'll approve.
Motion by Brian, second by Dave. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion passed. We'll go to the financial report.
Okay, these are Sports and Events Authority financials year-to-date, September 3rd, 2025. This front page of the financials is included in your hefty packet there. I'll get them here on the screen as well. Our current expenses, $91,200. All those awarded checks have been written. That gives the SEA a current available fund balance of $103,440. Our total collections by month, that's the $2 per room per night collection. Collections in August for the month of July was $34,026. There are 2 establishments past due. Just an average based on those 2 establishments for the last 4 years. Take an average of that, it was right around $3,500. So again, in hopes of being right around $37,000 after those 2 establishments collections have been submitted. That is a year-to-date total collections of $192,163. That equates for 96,082 room nights. Our room nights comparison chart 2024, we're up 0.9%, which is 842 room nights. 2023, we're up 3.2%. That's 3,056 room nights. And 2022, we're down 1.2%. That's down 1,122 room nights. 2021, up 2.7%. 2020, up 27.8%. And 2019, up 3.1%.
Any questions on the financials? Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Tim, second by Jason. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion passes. Evaluation forms.
Okay, so we've had 5 evaluation forms submitted for events here in 2025. Thank you to those organizations for taking the time to complete and submit these evaluation forms. I have these included in your packet as well. First one being Special Olympics State Basketball, March 29th and 30th of this year. Event was above expectations. Actually had a conversation a week or 2 ago with Daryl just to touch base with him. Can't say enough about DW.
the volunteers that Jason's able to put together to help with this event as well. Spectator attendance of 1,500, 900 participants. They estimated 500 room nights for the event. And then as we've discussed in past meetings, 2026, 2027 and beyond, Mitchell will be the host for the Special Olympics State Basketball, which is towards that last weekend of March. SEA awarded $12,000. These are used to offset the expenses for the event. No profit incurred as the revenue goes to staffing expenses and the operating expenses. This was just a budget for the state basketball tournament that he includes. And then he also included a picture as well of the DW student athletes that volunteer for this event as well. Next one, Memorial Weekend in Mitchell, May 24th, 2025, exceeded expectations. And then Elizabeth provided just a breakdown and feedback as far as each aspect of the event, all the good things a part of it. 4,902 ribs were eaten for the rib contest. She estimated 5,000 plus spectators. As far as participants, there are 10 rib teams, 3 to 15 people per team. These are the locations and businesses for the rib teams. She was uncertain or unsure as far as the total room nights for the event. Next year, May 23rd, 2026, on the south side of Main Street, SEA awarded $1,500 used for advertising and barbecue team incentives. Then she has a breakdown as far as where some of the profit was donated as well. And then she included a income and expense report as well. Net profit of, after those donations as well, $4,632.19. Palace City Cup. This was the spring/summer soccer cup, June 14th and 15th. Event was a 2 below expectations. Scott listed 5 reasons. As far as the low number of registrations, 3rd tournament in a row in South Dakota, towards the tail end of the season, summer travel, first year tournament, and then the 2 organizations or clubs that he spoke about in his presentation today, Dakota Alliance and Brookings. They weren't in attendance for this spring one. Estimated 850 spectators, 29 teams. The list of where those teams came from. Estimated 300 room nights. The dates for the next year's possibility for the tournament. SEA awarded 5,000 tournament expenses. Most of those are the referee costs. And then an income expense report. Profit $9,421.49. As Scott shared, it goes back to helping pay coaches and purchase equipment for the soccer teams. The Palace City Mountain Bike Classic, June 21st. Event exceeded expectation. Biggest year yet. They had 65 registered riders. Add on 45 spectators, 110 total participated. And this is a list of where some of those riders came from. They estimated 5 room nights. As they've shared in presentations before, the bikers prefer the campgrounds for their overnight stays. $1,500 was awarded by SEA, used for rider swag and the timing systems. And then a P&L for the event, $5,220.82. Just donation back to the Palace City Peddlers. And the Tour de Corn, August 15th through the 17th. Event exceeded expectations. Total spectators and riders, 400. They had 320 riders this year. A thorough list of where those all came from. They estimated 50 plus hotel room nights or campsites. Event next year, August 14th through the 16th. SEA awarded $2,500. They provided a P&L as well. Net income of $13,739.79 goes to improve safe cycling in the Mitchell community and goes towards expansion of the trail system and developing cycling in youth in the Mitchell community. That was the last evaluation form. We did have Nick Lemke. He presented last meeting for their Power Play Hockey Skills Camp. He just submitted a survey as well. You guys can review at your convenience. One of the difficult obstacles that we've heard in the past too is just lack of promotion marketing. So I'm working with Nick on that, ways to make improvements to and making their event marketed throughout the community. And this week we received a flyer for the upcoming Porter Distributing presents the Miller Lite Palace City 8-Ball Open, November 14th through the 16th. This was the flyer sent out. Mitchell SEA, bronze sponsor. And then an included thank you note. Thrilled to have your business as a sponsor for the 8-Ball Open. Copy of the flyer. Your participation makes a difference. Without sponsors like you, this event would not be possible. Thank you for supporting our pool communities. So those were the evaluation forms, a survey as well. Play easy, no new updates to speak of at this meeting. Upcoming events, there's a list there as well. I do want to just touch on 3 of those as they were awarded Sports and Events Authority funding. The 301 Rods and Rides Car Show, next weekend, September 19th through the 21st. They'll participate at Vern Ivy North, Mitchell Main Street, and Hitchcock Park. The Power Play Hockey Skills Clinic, October 3rd through the 5th at the Mitchell Activities Center. And then that same weekend as well, Palace City Kiwanis Half Marathon, 10K and 5K, starting here at the world's only Corn Palace. Again, Mitchell Chamber events calendars, as well as the Mitchell South Dakota events Facebook page for all those upcoming events as well.
Alrighty, should we enter into executive session?
So move.
Motion by Tim, second by Dave. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against, nay. We're in executive session. All right, we're back to the presentation of funding applications, or the funding applications. First one we have is Scott Mahonmeister's soccer tournament for $5,000. What?
I would make a motion, we grant the $5,000 requested.
I would second.
Motion by Tim, second by Jason. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion passes for 5. Raise 'em Rank Rodeo. Request 5.
I'll make a motion for 5,000 grant.
I'll second.
Motion by Dave, second by Jason for 5,000. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. 5,000 passes. The Wati Challenge Volleyball Tournament. Request of $11,780.
I would make a motion that we grant the same amount that was given last year. That'd be $4,200.
I'd second that motion.
Motion by Tim, second by Brian. All in favor of giving them 4,200, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. They get 4,200. American Outlaw Wrestling. They didn't have an amount. Said anything would be appreciated.
I'd make a motion to grant 2,000 for a request.
I would second that.
Motion by Brian for 2,000, second by Kevin. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion passes. Next meeting, October 14th. We're adjourned.